feel like a slice of butter melting on top of a big old pile of flapjacks.
Play the victim and you will be the victim.
Very good, Frank. Very impressive. Ultimate punch!
What's up?
What's up?
Oh! You hit the soft part of my belly.
You just got killed by a Daewoo Lanos, motherfucker! How you like me now, huh?
You are, because if the girl said no, then the answer obviously is no.
No.
But the thing is she's not gonna say no. She would never say no because of the implication.
Ask yourself, why has he got his hat pulled down like that? He's fuck ugly.
Wrenches instead. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. I don't like this.
Power of Christ compels you!
Oh, does it? Does it compel me?
You look pretty.
What did you say?
I said you look shitty.
I offer you a nice egg in this trying time?
Yeah, he's got an egg, you might...
I said you look shitty. What's up, everybody? We've got CJ, titular heroine. Hello, MTC, Tommy Rott. Welcome, welcome. Rolando, you're toy hunting. Well, I hope you find what you're looking for. Denzence, what's up? Dan, the Bat Dan 89. Hello. Hi, everybody. I got the kinks worked out apparently on my chat, so that means everyone can see who's here, even if they're not in the chat, which I like that. I decided I was going to do this a day early because obviously tomorrow is a holiday, and you did, Evil Paul. You caught a live. Congrats. It's not a fake out. It's not a premiere. It's a live stream because I did it a day early, as I was saying, because tomorrow is Thanksgiving. And if you celebrate that, then, I hope you have a good Thanksgiving. I'm just going to cook some food and go to bed early because I got to go into work pretty early the next day. Frank, actually I have to go into work the same night. Frank, what's going on? Frank, doom on you. Hello, hello, hello. Leia, oh wow, we're live tonight. We're popping tonight. How is it going, everybody? Good to see y'all's beautiful text faces. I know I can't see your faces, but it's uh-oh. Evil Paul, already, man. Already, I see, but you get appreciation. That pops up on right across my face. So, I appreciate you. And we've got new channel members. We've got Lady Virgo Cool, Steve Douglas, Hayden TCEM, Tac Tac Toys, Crusty Old Crow. Welcome, everybody. We're going to let those roll through the screen because I think it's going to pop up for every single channel member. And then I'll give you a super chat. Not sure which one I'm going to do, but we have time to figure it out. Thank you, Evil Paul. You're keeping my channel numbers afloat by yourself alone. Like, we have people that re-sign up based on getting gifted, and I've had a couple people continue their membership. So Evil Paul, you're doing the Lord's work. I really appreciate you. That's awesome. My face is trying to fight the start of a cold right now. Don't look at me. Well, Kaiju, it's good to see you regardless of whether or not we can't look at you. And also Evil Paul.
But why?
But why? Why? Because I'm awesome. My content is awesome. And y'all, it's been crazy. So I was like 2 weeks ago, I was at 37.99, like somewhere around that. And it was pretty, I wasn't getting any subscribers. And then I make a couple of really good videos in my opinion. And we're already at 3830. So pretty soon, before you know it, I'm hoping before the end of the year, because we're rolling through these 3800s pretty quick. I'm hoping by the end of the year, we can give away that Moth X Spider-Man. And hold on, let me actually bring that up because I know that not for a fact that not everybody that's in here. Crusty Old Crow, yeah, you got a channel membership. You got a Rowdy Rascals membership. So you get the members first reviews. You get the members only live streams, which I will be doing one this Saturday. So welcome, because Evil Paul is awesome and just like I said, single-handedly keeps my membership numbers alive because when he gives these memberships, a lot of people don't want to like go back down, it seems. So it's really awesome. The Bat Dan 89 just gifted a channel membership. Dan, you didn't have to do that. You really didn't have to. But regardless, you know what? I appreciate it. So let me see what I'm going to give you. Who is our lucky member? Mumbles the Fireman. Nice. Nice. I know him. He's a good dude. I worry about him sometimes. I worry about all of y'all sometimes in this world. Let's see.
Groovy.
It's groovy that you gifted a channel membership, Dan. So thank you very much. It's much appreciated. All the new channel members appreciate it. All right, before we get into what my main topic is, I want to make sure that people that want to win this sign up for it. So let me bring this up really quick. All right. So I'm giving away a Moffic Spider-Man when we hit 4K. Like I said, we're burning through these 3800s pretty quick. We're pretty much to 3830 right now, which is awesome. I don't want to miss a bunch of chats. So before I talk about that, let me go through the chats real quick. We did all the channel members. We got that. Thanks, Evil Paul. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate it. How do I send this to someone? Oh, you figured it out. You figured it out, Dan. Don't you worry. I ain't participating in it because I don't want a Moth-X figure. I get it, Kaiju. I'm here for the free hat. This is my hat now. This is my hat. What's up, Spaded One? How are you? Welcome, welcome. It's random. You can't choose a recipient. Yeah, like CJ said, it just goes out to some lucky person. Okay, if Moth-X makes an Ashley J. Williams figure, I'd buy that. You know what? I would buy that too. I would buy that too, Kaiju. All right, so giving away Moth-X Spider-Man, and so the video is right here. If you go to my posts, the video is right here. You click the video. Make sure game audio is off.
Do you like free stuff? Do you like action?
I don't.
Figure review?
No, stop it. Stop it. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear myself talk. I hate that. So all you got to do is go to this video, smash the like button, obviously. And then you gotta, I'll just do this and pin it so people know. Hashtag Rowdy Rascal, comment, and pin. So that's all you got to do to enter to win. Be subscribed, obviously. Go like the video and submit that as a comment. And that is all you have to do to be entered to win that Moth-X Spider-Man. I feel like that's pretty simple, right? And we already gave away, my first giveaway at 1,000 was so I customized a Power Rangers figure because they gave us the Silver Lunar Wolf, but the first couple runs had a bunch of errors, like the wrong colored boots, the wrong amount of stripes on his chest. So I fixed that myself. And then I ordered one from eBay that had the proper ones. And then I signed and gave away that one as while I asked if they wanted me to autograph it. Because obviously I'm not just gonna be like, you want my signature and sign it across a box unless they want that. So I asked him, he said, yeah, sign it. So sent that off. Then I gave away a Maximum Spider-Man when we got channel memberships. It was for members only, which was a really good boost to the channel. And Ray Farr won that, won the Maximum Spider-Man. And then I gave away a retro carded 80th anniversary Venom at 3,500, which was about 7 months ago now at this point. And Woody, you know, Woody 222, the figure addict, Woody won that figure. So at 4K, we're giving away that Moth-X Spider-Man. So if you want that, that is how you enter to win it. Back to the chat. I've never seen gift membership before, and I had them turned off. Well, if you now that you turn them on, maybe you'll be able to get a Rowdy Rascal membership for free. But then you got to pay. Once you're in, you have to pay the 99 cents. It's in the contract. I'm just kidding. No one's obligated to do shit. A Riley custom would be fun and signed. Like I autographed the box. I just, autographed the front of the box for them. Any self-respecting Spidey fan should have that Moth-X 185 Spidey. Get on it, big boys. You know what? I was kind of feeling like I was gonna get rid of my figure, my Moth-X Spider-Man, but I was messing around with it last night, and I still like the Maximum Spider-Man the best because obviously I have the most Marvel Legends. He fits in perfectly in that scale. But I took some photos last night of that Spider-Man, and I was like, man, I kind kind of do like this figure. I'll bring those up really quick before we get into the meat and potatoes. I want to do giveaways. I abandoned my channel though. Well, you can always go back to an abandoned channel as long as you have the login information. That's at least something. So I took some pictures of him and I was like, yo, this guy, I actually got him articulated and messing with him and being like, I need to like actually try to like this figure more. And he's a good figure. So if you want to win one, 4K, that's when we're going to give it away. We're going to go on a live stream. Everyone that was in the hashtag is going to go on a spinning wheel. I'm going to spin the wheel and someone is going to win that figure. So I think it'll be good. I'm waiting for the SH Figure Arts Gamerverse Spider-Man. That is a great looking Spider-Man. But for me, I want everyone. I want to have the SHF. I want to have the Mofex. I'm not going to get rid of it now. I like it. I took these pictures. I was like, this is actually a fun figure. I don't want to get rid of it. And then I want the Marvel Legends one, and I can just have a separate display of all three of those next to each other and be like, or do a video or whatever. I'll definitely do a video, obviously, comparing and all that stuff. But I like that one is straight up Gamerverse. One is kind of just a generic Spider-Man, which is the Mofex one. And in the Legends, you got the different head sculpts. And you can really make it whichever Spider-Man you want it to be. Mrs. Maniac, hey, how's it going? It was good to see you. It was awesome to meet you at ToyTuber Expo as well. And I appreciate you popping in. I know we've all got our schedules and shit, but it is good to see you. And I appreciate you. So welcome to the live stream. Even if you're just popping in for a second to say, hey, I'm glad you showed up. Really good to see you. Lots of people here tonight. It's crazy. You go live on a random day at a random time and people start showing up. So maybe I'll just do that more often. Maybe I won't even schedule my live streams anymore. Maybe I'll just go live. I don't know. I feel like I need at least some sort of schedule. I recently got the Mezco Classic Spidey and I'm seriously considering doing a body swap. Give me a second. I'm going to go grab mine. Because I could talk about that figure. I forgot about him. So I like have every Spider-Man. I like this figure. Don't get me wrong. It's one of those things that's like, but is it perfect? I think the head is too big. I think his head is too big. I do like the suit. I think it looks good. Still kind of pajama-y. But I'm afraid I'm going to break this Spider-Man. That's my main thing. I'm afraid I'm going to ruin the suit or warp it or ruin some of the paintwork on the red or stretch it out or whatever. So this is more like I just look at it. You know, I don't really move it around or anything. But the Mofex and the Legends and hopefully the SH Figure Arts are like sturdy. I mean, the Marvel Legends is obviously the sturdiest of the four. And don't get me wrong, I do like this figure, but it's one of those things I debate about getting rid of just my Mezco Spider-Man stuff because I like Mezco for the one-off stuff. I like it for the mask, big head, ghost face, you know, characters that you don't really get representation for in 1/12 is where they really shine. And we have so many 1/12 Marvel and Spider-Man figures. And now they're doing Hulk and Leader, and they're advertising that with Thor and Captain America. So they really want you to buy every Marvel figure that they're making, which that's for some people. It's not for me. So I'm a big Marvel Legends, love it or hate it. You know, I am not shy about being critical of Marvel Legends and their choices and all that stuff. I did a video yesterday kind of doing a retrospective on the Maximum line and how it's not really Maximum to most people, myself included. There's good parts of it, there's bad parts of it, but like what was promised, it's you know what, just go watch the video because it's doing pretty well. I'm pretty proud of the video and how it's doing. I was like, this is gonna do well. This video is gonna do well. I think I did a good thorough analysis, and lo and behold, the algorithm's like, good job, girl, you did it. And it started throwing that shit out there. And then I started getting subs after subs after subs. Now, if they watch my other content and see my lives or whatever, maybe they won't stick around. But it's still, it's like, it's good to know that YouTube has not like completely buried my channel or whatever, for whatever reason. But sometimes it feels that way. I know there's other people that have been like doing their thing, just plugging along, doing, and consistency is the main thing with YouTube. If you go live every day, like, for instance, way bigger YouTuber than me, but a prime example is Dave displaying model behavior. I know he's busy. I know he's got stuff going on, but you know, he said he wasn't getting his content pushed as much. And that's because his schedule has changed since I started watching. So YouTube is just like, this goes out at this time every week, every day, et cetera, and they'll start to push that more consistently. So if you, like, for instance, my set day is Tuesday, and this goes to anyone in the chat, anyone watching that has a channel that's working on their channel. If you want to get your content to a further audience, what you got to do is, yeah, go live randomly, even if, or don't go live, you know, not everyone does that, but, you know, post videos randomly, do shorts. But the main thing is that if you have one thing that goes out every week at a certain time on a certain day, you need to make sure you get that done. Even if you're taking a break, edit something, throw it together, schedule it out. Like, I have a video every Tuesday. I've consistently had a video every Tuesday since I started updating my channel. So it's just one of those things that if you really want to further your reach, consistency is key. Just a little note there. I really dig the Mezco Spidey, but he's admittedly too small for most versions. I've seen great customs with the V-Toys body in that suit. I saw a great custom where, so there's the stitching in the back, right? So they pulled the stitching out, they got the body out, which is a pretty simple body. Like, the Mezco bodies underneath the suits are generally not very complicated or overly exciting, but they put the suit on the Maximum Spider-Man and swapped the forearms with the Maximum Spider-Man. Like, holy shit. It looks like a completely different figure. If Mezco made this ever so slightly larger and bulkier and put it on like a more muscular body, this would be one of the goated Spider-Mans. Like, if they could match the articulation of Maximum and put it in a suit, this would be, I mean, look, he's great. He looks awesome. It's definitely a younger version of Spider-Man, Peter Parker. But I just worry about the suit and the delicacy of it and all that stuff. So let me go put him back up. I don't want to mess with him too much. But yeah, like, I do like Mezco stuff. I really do. Oh shit. I'll fix it later. Ooh, what did I just step on? Y'all. I stepped on this. I hope it's not important. But all that aside, let me get into the main topic that the thumbnail had, because we just got some new pre-orders that I'm pretty excited about. Damn, I've already been talking for 20. I just went on a rant, didn't I? I just went off on a tangent. It happens. It's fine. You do Mother Mezco Marvel? What? Okay, other. I was like, huh? Listen, I got the 2-gram cart this week, so if I start getting confused and not knowing what's going on, I blame that. You do other Mezco Marvel? No, I don't. I'm not going to. I also have the new cap and the Spidey shines next to him in the silver context. He just doesn't work with anything else. What's up, Sneaky? Welcome. How's it going? About to talk about some of these pre-orders. We'll get to the Street Fighter shit, but I saw this and I was like, what is this? By D1 Studios. I've never heard of D1 Studios. What else do they have before I get really? That's it. That's all they have. That's not even the deluxe version. We'll look at the deluxe version. I thought this dude was pretty dang cool. I don't know. It looks very like speaking of Mezco, it looks like their Rumble Society. It looks like a Rumble Society figure to me. Maybe a little bit more added and more complicated and all that stuff. Stylized for sure. But I think this kid's pretty cool. I don't know. He comes with, is that a whole other body that he comes with? It has to be. Like a little demon body. Yeah, okay, so you get a blank, 2 extra heads. So whenever something like this comes out, so like the Romanky Gun Girl, $172 versus $107, you're getting 2 bodies for the 170. So you may as well get the deluxe version. I probably not going to get this. There's a non-refundable deposit and all that stuff, but he looks really cool. And when I see something cool, I'm like, I should show people this. He kind of reminds me of Gorillas a little bit with the way the eyes and the face sculpt look. You can't really see the face under all that stuff. So we'll go to the basic one to really show off the actual figure. And even has different clothes on the basic one. It looks like Mezco tried to do a 112 Living Dead doll. It does a little bit. But he definitely looks like, especially here. That looks like something from a Gorillaz video. And he looks like he would look good next to a manky gun girl. You just put him in the cyberpunk context, and it's like, yeah, this is cool. I've never seen something like this. As far as a figure, I've never seen like a smaller kid figure with a bunch of weapons, and it looks cool. It says Evil Fire. He's got knuckle tats. Okay, I don't know if he's a kid or not. If he's got tattoos, he just must be just really short. But either way, looks fantastic. Yeah, and that other head sculpt right there, definitely Gorillaz inspired to me, but it looks good. I'm looking forward to seeing reviews on that. That's a figure I will watch the reviews of and be like, huh, do I want this or not? Probably watch D Amazing's video if he gets this figure and be like, God damn it, D, you did it to me again. You did it to me again. Because he's the reason I bought the Romantic Gun Girl. I watched D Amazing's video and I was like, oh, kind of need that figure. I kind of need that figure. Don't know why I was British when I said it, but I kind of needed it. This was interesting. So I don't know if they had said that these were going to go other places after they were Hasbro Pulse exclusive, but I went ahead and pre-ordered them both because I missed it the first time, even though they're way more now. I'm hoping by the time this drops, I can just be like, sure, yeah, charge me for Cyclops, and then I'll get rid of Marvel Girl, because I don't want that. I want Cyclops, so I can put classic. This is my favorite look for Cyclops. Jim Lee look is awesome, but I want that X-Men 97 Cyclops to go on my Marvel vs. Capcom shelf, so I can just be done buying Cyclops. I have the classic one, the Secret Wars look, which is great, and then I put the 97 one on the MVC shelf. That looks fantastic. He looks animated. He looks stylized like the anime-ish style, kind of, with the X-Men 97. So I want this Cyclops. And this is even better for a regular shelf because under that cowl, you don't really see any animated features on there. So it's just a classic regular Cyclops, in my opinion, which we've needed for a very long time. This is what I picture when I see Cyclops. I know I'm a 90s kid, but some of the 80s looks are very, very ideal to me. So I would have already had this figure, but it's the same price on Hasbro Pulse, and their shipping is abhorrent. So I dropped a pre-order here for when they get it. I think that Cyclops will be fun. It's on the Vulcan body, I believe. So it'll be fine as far as articulation. And then this one, all right, I already have this Storm, right? I have her. But the one that I have is not as articulated. And even this one is still, it's just updated limbs, not an updated torso. So Storm always gets the shit under the stick with articulation. I don't know why. But I like this look for Storm a lot. This look is great. I like the head sculpts. I already have the Secret Wars Wolverine. But if I get this one, I'll keep them both, to be honest. But this one, the colors are better. It's more of a classic Wolverine. So I just want it for Storm, and I'll accept that it comes with another Wolverine in the brown suit, and just decide which one I want to put on my Avengers shelf. Really, is how it's going to go. But I like that these are showing up elsewhere. These are these electro effects. I'm glad they're using those elsewhere because those are way better than their old just little wraparound lightning effects. Those were terrible. Classic comic costumes are hilarious. Let's make sure at Cyclops hands, feet, and balls are highlighted. Well, you know, you gotta show off the important stuff, right? The packages as they were. Gamerverse Wolverine and Juggernaut are my first Marvel figures, and some Deadpools. Those, you know what? Those are fantastic first Marvel Legends figures to get. I'm gonna say, like, that's a good way to get hooked on them because those are some of their better offerings. I just actually fixed my Juggernaut because I had shown off in my review that he does the old swivel punch thing because the hinge was too tight. But all I did was drop some extra boiling hot water down in the center of his torso, burned my fucking hand. But then I started to wiggle him, and now you can actually pose that ball peg joint on the upper torso so he can like move sideways and backwards. He can even spin all the way around. Not that I want to do that. And yeah, the brown and yellow costume has really grown on me for Wolverine. Like, yeah, the blue and the 90s costumes are very, very popular. They're very, very iconic. But when Wolverine's off on his own and not on an X-Men team, sometimes he likes to wear this old thing. And I think it's a good look. I think it's an interesting color combination for a superhero. You know, we got the red and yellow for the ketchup and mustard Daredevil, so why not get a honey and chocolate Wolverine, essentially, with Storm? And that Storm looks better. I like the one that I have, but it's one of those things I can just buy the pack, sell the old Storm as a buffer to fill in the gap of one of the figures and just be like, well, I paid for one figure, essentially. Hasbro still doesn't think women bend at the waist, I guess. Yeah, well, you know, I can't, obviously, I just move like this. How would that even work? You know, like just like that. Can't move them hips. I ain't Shakira. My hips do lie. Honey and chocolate will be. I mean, I was trying to think as like ketchup and mustard. What could be brown and yellow that's not gross? He could be he could be shit and piss Wolverine, but I prefer honey and chocolate Wolverine. I immediately think of that cover with the Hulk's reflections on his claws. Yeah, the McFarlane cover of Wolverine is very iconic. All right, and then we'll get into this because Dan, you said you got your set. So what was the deal with this? Was this just a Pulse exclusive or was it like a con exclusive or how they do it? Because now it's up for pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store. I'm hoping that this means, which I'm probably just fooling my fucking self. I'm hoping that this means that the Marvel Snap Pack will show up on Big Bad Toy Store eventually. I really do because I want the Rogue head sculpt. I don't care about the Rogue figure. Everyone's like gooning over the Savage Land Rogue. I don't care about the figure. I just want the head sculpt to put on my X-Men 97 Rogue. That way I have a non-animated Rogue with giant wild hair. I know she looks kind of like Miley Cyrus, but you know what? Miley Cyrus is fucking pretty. And Miley Cyrus got a Southern accent in some things, just like I do sometimes. And Rogue has a Southern accent. So you know what? If you want to make Rogue look like Miley Cyrus, if you want to cast Miley Cyrus as Rogue, I ain't got no problem with that, y'all. I'm just saying. I ain't got no problem with that at all. There's a little Southern Riley for you. I think the set's cool. This Vader, though, however, we've had this Vader for about what? As long as the Black Series line has existed, this is the same Vader mold they've used over and over. And I think I talked about Dan with this. Comes with wired cape, wired underskirt, which is great. That's cool, but it's still the same old Vader. And then you give us a completely newly tooled Bespin Luke, which is Miley Cyrus looks like Napoleon Dynamite gets stung by 38 bees. Well, you know what? Where is that?
Yeah, well, you know, that's just like your opinion, man.
See, I have these super clips for a reason. I'm like, they'll come in handy. That's just like your opinion, man. The hate for the head sculpt is absurd. I get having taste and all that stuff. I like the head sculpt. Yes, it was a Pulse exclusive for a bit. Okay, so these are all timed Pulse exclusives then. I'm hoping that's the case with the Rogue Shauna, because I want Shauna. I don't give a shit about Sauron, really. I want Rogue for the head sculpt, and I want Shauna to go with Kazar and Zabu, and then I want the Rogue head sculpt. I'll keep Sauron because he comes with it, but you know it's not something I needed. I don't have a set. I mean, I guess if I have Sauron and Zabu and Shauna and Kazar, then I have a Savage Lands display. And that means I'd have to get the Savage Lands Professor X. No, I'm just kidding. Don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart. It also looks a little like Anna de Armas. They got a couple inspirations on that Rogue head sculpt. They just looked at a bunch of pretty actresses and singers and said, let's just kind of go from there and work backwards, and we'll get a Rogue, which is fine. I like the head sculpt. I don't have any problem with it. They really aren't showing a lot in the pictures here. Like, you get the whole like platform and they're just showing like a close-up shot of it. So that's kind of disappointing. Box looks nice though. I like Vader's wired cape. Definitely an essential thing that Black Series and Marvel Legends needs to start doing, especially with the price jumps on everything, is start doing some fucking wired cloth goods. They just need to fucking do it. No more excuses, Hasbro. Get on it. Rowdy Rouse is telling you. The fan base is telling you. Fucking do it! Right. I guess we're getting into... Is there anything else before I get into that? 1/9 scale? So what is that, like 8 inches? What is this? A school for ants? All right, I guess we're getting into Street Fighter stuff because so they had solicited, they'd shown photos and saying that Legend still skims out on soft good capes. It is insane. It's crazy. Like it doesn't cost. I guarantee you the cost of that hunk of plastic that they're casting, regardless of whether it's reuse or not, that much plastic costs way more than a piece of cloth with a little bit of metal running through it. I guarantee you it costs more. I don't know what their excuse would be for that, but there's no way. We can point and laugh at them. Oh yeah, let me look that up because I saw that and I made a comment about the dogs on Instagram and someone was like, "Oh, they're accessories." No, they should be articulated before we get into the Street Fighter stuff, because these are just fucking statues. Like, come on. All right, this Hasbro gets credit where it's fucking due. When they have an animal with like a G.I. Joe figure or whatever, when they did the Monsters and Lightning Force, they didn't make them static statues. They gave them fucking articulation. We have this same exact breed of dog, a German Shepherd from Hasbro, G.I. Joe. Does he look a little wonky in the eyes, like he's done a little bit too much of Blinking the Benjamin? Absolutely. But that's not to say that they didn't at least fucking try to give the figure fucking articulation. Mafex charging, what is this? 150 fucking bucks because they included the dog statues. Because they included the dog statues. Yeah, thank you for pointing that out, Spaded One, because I was miffed about that. I made a comment on Instagram about it on their official post. And I was like, if Hasbro can make articulated animals, so can Mafex. And someone was like, no, they're just accessories, blah, blah, blah. And then a bunch of people just started piling on that guy, being like, they're kind of pivotal to the action scenes of the movie. These aren't even like action-oriented versions of the dog. There's no swappable heads or anything. And she's just a chick. Granted, it's Halle Berry. Doesn't really look like Halle Berry, to be honest, but a chick with a couple of guns. So, you know, it's not great. And for Mafex, that looks even more derpy than the Hasbro dogs. The arms on the figure look flimsy. Yeah, there's a lot of issues with this, especially for the price they're asking. And especially because it's supposed to be Halle Berry. And it doesn't look like Halle Berry. Like, I don't see Halle Berry there. I don't see the complexion. I don't see her features. I just see generic lady with face henna and 2 dog statues. So I'm not too happy. I mean, I'm not gonna get. I do have. That's J-Lo. I mean, it looks like J-Lo. It definitely looks like J-Lo. More than Halle Berry. What was I gonna say? Okay, so I have the John Wick 4 John Wick on pre-order from Mafex, and it got pushed back. And I do want that figure. I you know what I would really like though? I would like for Mezco to do a John Wick and do it justice, and then I would just buy that one and just be like, I don't need anything else. I don't need anything else John Wick related. Because that's like that's what Mezco is good at. Dudes in suits, fully clothed dude, and like, yeah, they can do some good superheroes, but I think for the most part when they're doing like the Fantastic Four, stealing this from Dave, display model behavior, but they look like socks. His socket to me scale, they're always pretty high. But the Mezco mask, the Mezco Ghostface, the Mezco Indiana Jones, they're wearing actual clothes, and they do a great job tailoring that. So like Mezco would be great to make a John Wick 4 figure. Order from Law and Order looks better than those dogs, for sure. For the record, the Mezco Hulk is $10 more than this. Mezco Snake Eyes and Articulated Timber is $30 less than this. If you want a Mezco John Wick, look up Atten Wick. I'll look that up really quick before we get into the Street Fighters. Atten Wick. I'm not going to get my stream pulled down because I looked this up, am I? Oh wow, look at that. Look at that. That looks expensive. Atten Custom 112 Mr. Wick. Oh, there it is. We'll look at it on eBay. Yeah, it's a pretty good looking figure. Don't know why it won't. Oh, there we go. It's pretty good looking. Okay, that face is good. I don't know if that's what you get in the product, but yeah. That is a much better. But once again, we get a dog statue. We get a dog statue. Ah, it's okay. But that definitely doesn't look like Halle Berry. All right, so now on to the meat and potatoes of the stream. What I was going to talk about. The thumbnail says I'm going to talk about soft goods are perfect. Yeah, they really are. I'm back. I had to take a call from the fucking loved ones. Well, it's a good excuse to take a call from the fucking loved ones, you know. I'll give you a pass, CJ. I'll forgive you this time. All right. So they had already shown pictures of this guy, of E Honda, which all the pictures are great. He looks fantastic. I'm sure he's gonna be a hefty big old boy. And I forgot to hit the like. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like, CJ and everyone else. Make sure you smash the like button. It's right in front of you. It's just right, right below the screen. You just go boop. And then YouTube will say, oh, people like this video. I guess we have to send it to more people. And most of the time, the people that YouTube send it to are pretty great. Not all the time, but most of the time. My boy E Honda. Yep, he looks great. Jada is killing it. I will forever be a Jada stan, unless they turn into Hasbro, and then I will be a Jada hater. I'm just kidding. Well, I'm not kidding, but I don't think Jada will do that. I think Jada will continue to make good products, continue to keep their shit stocked, because I looked at Big Bad Toy Store and every single Street Fighter figure that they've made is in stock, other than the ones that are up for pre-order. They're all in stock, so I can't wait for that Street Fighter Alpha line to start switching out my Marvel vs. Capcom one. So I have a Street Fighter display, I have a Marvel display, and then I have a Marvel vs. Capcom display. And then they need to make like Strider, and they need to make a Resident Evil line, or Storm Arena could do Resident Evil just because they're doing Darkstalkers. Then I can have a mix of 3 different types of figures. I'm not getting the Storm Arena Alpha Street Fighters. I'm not going to do it. I am not going to start investing in Jada, who I dearly love. And are they arguably better figures? Sure, especially at the same price point. But that being said, I like Jada. I want to support Jada. I want to keep my Street Fighter shit all in one basket. You know what I'm saying? So I am so close to pre-ordering him. Well, I can't buy him or I'll start collecting Jada. Well, Dan, like I was saying, Jada's doing good shit. Like, look at this. This big dude can stand on 1 foot and put his other toesies in the air. And they all have toe joints now. All these, they're adding the toe joints to the guys, which I don't really care about toe joints, but for some figures, and if they engineer them right, like the newer Legends have been doing on smaller figures, not so much on bigger figures. Max Hulk has some floppy toe joints, and Juggernaut has some floppy toe joints. But Jada's toe joints have been pretty solid on the few figures that have them. So I'm not going to hate on that. And it looks like this will be able to get out of the way, even though it's not soft goods. A lot of good stuff going on here. I recently sided with Storm Arena for my Street Fighter, but I hope Jada does more brands and pop culture stuff. I'm locked in for that. Cyberpunk 2. Yeah, I can't wait for their Cyberpunk, Rebecca. I'll be good after that. I don't need Adam's. Well, all my homies hate Adam Smasher, but I think I do need Adam Smasher. And this effect piece is really cool. This is a nice touch that they gave him this move. Looks great. You just slide one over there, take the hand out, and then you got 2 extra hands floating there. So I'm pleased as punch with this. And then they put up 2 more. So they showed us pictures of this guy and said he's going up for pre-order on Monday, and that meant the whole wave was going up. And now they've gotten all the smaller figures out of the way. So all the figures now, except for like Akuma, because he's like Ryu and Ken sized. Those guys are all bigger. Like Zangief is going to be one of the last ones that they release. Oh, they did do toe joints for Maximum Spidey, but those toe joints on Maximum Spidey work better than like Max Hulk or Juggernauts. So we got Akuma Matata. And these pictures dropped on Monday when the pre-orders went up, because the pre-orders went up for all three. And this Akuma looks great. I believe, what is it, Roman Reigns is going to play Akuma in the new Street Fighter movie, which I can see it happening. Put his hair up, give him some pointy ears, give him red eyes, make him shave the beard. And you got Akuma there. He just has some tattoos. The ankle looks new. Is it a ball hinge? I'll go back. Just for you, I'll go back and check. But I think it's just a standard. Where can I see the toesies? Show me the toesies, Honda. No, it's just a peg. I can see. I think. Yeah. It's a normal, yeah. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. Oh, it was Spaded One that asked that, not Dan. My bad. But yeah, Akuma, he's wearing sandals. He's wearing flip-flops to a boot fight, which I think the best way to defeat someone who's not wearing shoes when they're fighting you, if you're wearing shoes, is just fucking stomp on their foot. That'll stop anyone dead in their tracks, right? Hiya was invited. Like Toe Hinges on Game Reverse GP back. Spidey Juggernaut had some snapback action. Jada's SA figures are great. Less excited by Kith, hoping Hasbro continues to re-release Legends. Oh, I'm sure they will. And welcome, Link Man. I don't think I've seen you before in the chat, so welcome. Appreciate you popping in and leaving your 2 cents. Yeah, the toe hinges work for certain figures on Hasbro, not all of them. And trust me, Hasbro sees money sitting on the third-party market like that Power Princess and all that stuff. You can guarantee they're going to re-release the figure. They've been doing it with Black Series. They can do it with Legends. They do it with Transformers. They don't like sleeping on money. There'll be at least, I feel like there's going to be at least 2 reissues of all the newer figures that have sold really well. So, and I'm not talking about restocks. I'm not talking about the Psylocke and Thanos kept showing up for weeks. I'm talking about they will release those figures. The Walmart 2-pack of Omega Red and War Machine is already on Entertainment Earth. So I have a feeling that they will re-release the exclusives on third-party sites, and then they will re-release the other ones. But that being said, they produced a lot of the Gamerverse stuff. They are unnecessary kaiju kitty, but when it comes to like a figure like Spider-Man, who is known for crouching and being kind of like hunched over and standing on the balls of his feet and all that stuff, it's useful. It's unnecessary, but it's useful. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you invited him, Dan. That's awesome. Do that more. Invite everyone. Invite your friends to come hang out and talk about toys. If they're all interested in toys, you know I'm always talking about random shit. And it's not just toys. I do gaming streams on Sundays, and then I talk news, kinda sometimes on my members only streams. And you know I'm versatile. A lot of people are just like, I'm gonna start a new channel. It's like, no, I want to keep all my shit in one place, so everyone knows exactly how I feel and who I am and what I represent and what I bring to the table. I want y'all to see me as the content creator that I am, which is like, I don't just care about one thing. I don't just care about toys. I watch movies, I watch TV, I talk about those. I do the gaming, I like to game, so I do streams. And then, like I said, I'll go talk about real world shit sometimes. Like, try to keep that to members only, because not everyone wants to hear about that on a ToyTube primarily channel, but it's all there. So like, I like, if any of that interests you or friends in your friend group, share my channel. Like I said, we're trying to get to 4K so I can give away that Moff X Spider-Man. It's been forever. And sometimes YouTube is a fickle fucking mistress. So Akuma is the first regular size fig in the line with toe hinges. It's only been, yeah. So they're still doing improvements. They're still, like, they showed this figure off last year at one of the cons, the whole set. And I don't think everyone was like fully finalized, but yeah, they added, obviously right here, we got toe hinges on. Linkman247, subscribe to the channel. Welcome. You know what? Just because I got a notification and I appreciate new people, I'm going to offer you.
I offer you a nice egg in this trying time. Yeah, he's got an egg. You might.
A nice egg in these trying times. So thank you for joining, becoming a channel subscriber. I appreciate you. It has your name right there at the top. Latest subscriber, Linkman247. So appreciate you. I think I need to change the color of those fonts because they're kind of hard to read. But I like to have recognition. Like, latest super chat was from Paul. I wish I had a way to show who gifted channel memberships, but they don't have that function on Stream Elements yet. I like toe hinges on some figures. Yeah. Sorry you had a bad time. Who's having a bad time? No bad times here. We do get a new, is this new? It's gotta be new. New effect piece of him doing his evil Hadoken. Well, you're welcome, Link Man, and welcome to the fun. Matt with 2 T's, what's up, buddy? How are you? We're just talking about the Street Fighter shit. Man, I've only got 15 minutes left. We've been running through this shit. Evil Paul, member for 3 months. Hell yeah. See, 3 months and you've already like given, like, helped, I don't know, maybe 20 or 30 people become channel members, and like half of them have stayed on as channel members. So I appreciate you, and just because of you,
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
we'll be eating good over here. Thank you, Evil Paul, for your support. I appreciate you. I appreciate everything. I appreciate my subscribers. I appreciate my channel members. I appreciate my fucking hate watchers even, because you know what? Engagement is engagement. And if you love to hate me, you still love me. So, chipper. I am chipper as a jaybird. Chirp. That's good. I'm glad to see that. Cooter, what's going on? This Akuma does look awesome. This whole wave looks awesome. They did a great job with the photography on this one. Welcome. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate you, Cooter. Yeah, Jada's been killing it. I can't wait for Invincible. I can't believe they did do Omni-Man in Wave 1. Like, they could have just done Adam Eve, Omni-Man, and Invincible, and I would have been one and done. Buy the whole wave and be out. Michael, how's it going? Welcome. We're just talking about Jada Street Fighters. I'll always love Jada for showing folks what $25 could do in 2024. They're creeping up now, but they sort of lit a fire in the community. In Spaded One, I will give Jada a pass for the price increase, because for like Hasbro to increase the price, it's a little different. They, like, I've talked about this. They have the means of production. They have all this stuff. They have all these things set up, like plastic and all that stuff. And Jada has that now, but it's not to the scale and the size that Hasbro does. That being said, the quality control is pretty dang good. Like, I've had a couple messed up face sculpts, but anytime I've had a mess up paint app on a head sculpt, I message Jada and they literally send that part to you. Hasbro doesn't do that. They'll send you a random figure that may or may not equal the value. Your boys got toys. What's up? Lady Virgo, cool. My girl, what's up? How are you? Welcome, everybody. Just talking about Jada and how they are still my sweetheart as far as making toys. Probably my favorite action figure company that's domestically owned and run. Like, they're based here in America. Roughshod, what's going on? Wow, we are popping tonight, y'all. I guess I should go live the day before a holiday every time, or just go live on Wednesdays. Maybe I should move it to Wednesdays, because there's a lot of people here. I know Thursdays are a busy night for you too. But yeah, you get a decent amount of stuff for the price. And Jada, I'll give them a pass on their price increase. They're still under $30 for a sturdy, big pinless figure that's, you know, is going to be pinless 100% of the time. There's no reuse in this line. They've all been pinless. And Jada just keeps up that consistency. I don't collect Jada figures. Well, maybe you should, Michael, because they're doing amazing things. I'm just kidding. Don't jump into another toy line if you can avoid it. Now Honda and Balrog are $34.99, but that's because they're larger figures. Before we get into the last one, like I said, the whole line, Fei Long, Ryu, Chun-Li, Ken, Sagat, Bison, alternate Ken, Cammy, DJ, the alternate player 2, Bison, Blanca, Sagat, Vega, Guile, all in stock. That is their entire line sitting in stock at Big Bad Toy Store for retail. Now, the price used to be lower. They used to be $24.99. But like we said, I'm saying this for all of us, collectively will give Jada a pass for raising the price, because cost of things have gone up. But for Hasbro to go from $19.99 when I started collecting as an adult, like really getting back into it, to $22.99 to $24.99 to $25.99, now at $27.99. But if you go on Amazon and some other places, they're actually $29.99. So $30. It is not the same as what you're getting from Jada. The same quality, there's reuse, all that kind of stuff. Most of these guys are brand new sculpts. And Evil Paul, you just keep the party train rolling. MTC Tommy Rot, you are now a rowdy rascal. And everybody gets...
You're not cooking. Yeah, dude.
Pork chop sandwiches. Oh shit! Get the fuck out of here! What are you doing? Go! Get the fuck out of here, you stupid idiot! Fuck, we're all dead! Get the fuck out!
My God, did that smell good?
Detective, there's no going and you tell me do things. I done running.
G.I. Joe!
Pork chop sandwiches for everyone. So Evil Paul, just because of you, everyone in the chat watching the stream got some pork chop sandwiches. So we all appreciate you here on my channel. You are a real one, 100%. All right, on to the last one. Balrog, who's being played by 50 Cent. It's not 50 Cent, 50 Cent. In the new movie that's coming out. Going to be real nifty seeing how Jada handled those Alpha Figs new articulation schemes. Same with Invincible import style joints. Yeah, spaded one. I saw that and I was like, yo, they've got those hinge joints. They're doing that SH Figure Arts Mafex style shit. Look at Jada go. I can't wait for those Alpha figures. Like, I know the Storm Arena figures are great, but like I said, for Street Fighter, I don't want to start being like, oh, I need that one from them and that one from them. And then I end up with 3 of the same fucking figure. No, I just want the Alpha versions from MVC. And I want the Street Fighter 2 versions because I literally grew up playing Street Fighter 2 on my SNES. I would play the shit out of it. I'd play as Blanca, I would play as Cammy and Chun-Li, and I would just not be good at the game, but I would play it. So Diddy said, yo, Kaiju, he fucking hates Diddy. He fucking hates Diddy so much. He funded a whole documentary documenting how big of a piece of shit Diddy was. But Balrog, obviously, he's a big dude, so it's a deluxe figure for Jada's price. I don't know if y'all can hear the train. This Balrog figure looks really good. I'm excited. Kaiju's excited for Balrog. Look at that. Kaiju's excited for something that's not Godzilla. I can't wait for Storm Arena of Morgan to pair with Gamerverse. You know what, Link Man? I'm glad Dan sent you here because I am 100% with you. I have the Storm Arena Morgan, but I have her down like on her knees so she's not super tall. But that I have the Storm Collectibles Morgan. That Storm Arena Morgan, seeing the painted prototype, I was like, chef's kiss. Give her to me. And then we need Felicia and we need the mummy dude. I forget his name. And then we need Strider. And then we need Jill. You were almost a Jill sandwich. Chun-Li the best. Chun-Li is a great character in that game for multiple reasons. Mostly her fighting, but also her thighs, because thick thighs, they save fucking lives, y'all. I'm just saying. Balrog, toe joints, boxing gloves. Ooh, he's giving that hard elbow. I'm pretty sure that move is illegal. Maybe not in a street fight. So maybe it's fine for Street Fighter. But you do that in a boxing match, you're going to get disqualified. And then we get this effect piece, which is pretty cool for him punching. He's missing a tooth, obviously, because boxing is a violent sport. And yeah, I think that this whole wave is a need. Like for me, all the Jada Street Fighter figures are a need. When they start doing Street Fighter 4 and they make Yuri, is it Yuri? Why the toe joints? Kaiju, come on. Give us a little, you wanted Balrog and now you hate the toe joints. Just live a little, breathe. It'll be okay. Look how he poses up with those toe joints. Cammy White is my favorite. Cammy is my favorite Street Fighter character, but Chun-Li and Cammy are tied. They're tied. I like them both. I think they're both great characters and they're both great mains as well. Yeah, Jury, that's what it is. That's what I was talking about. Evil Paul, thank you very much. I'm stoned. I'm stoned. That move is frowned upon in the arcade as well. Well, it's probably a bitch move. Jury with toe joints. Leia. Now, I'm not a person who's into that kind of shit, but like, obviously that's like her primary thing is she does Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and you do a lot of kicking there. So she definitely needs those toe joints. I'm just saying. We need a Jean-Claude Van Damme variant. You know what? Jada should just do a movie version of all the characters that look exactly like they do in the movie. So Blanca would look just absolutely terrible. Raul Julia. They need to do all new sculpts. I'd be behind it. I would be behind it. I don't know how well Jada would do at doing like a real life head sculpt though. I don't know if I can picture that. Now, you know who would be great to do that? Because A, it's very niche and expensive. Hiya Toys should do a 1/12 Street Fighter movie line. I'm sure they could work it out with whoever holds the license for the movie, and obviously Capcom. But I think that Hiya Toys, because they already have a Dolph Lundgren head sculpt. They have the Dolph Lundgren Ivan Drogo. If he dies, he dies head sculpt, which looks good. It looks really good. So if Hiya Toys got the license for the Street Fighter 1994 movie, that would get a lot of people excited, I think. I think that would be good. We need, hell yeah, rough shot, exactly. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Hiya should do a 1/12 Mortal Kombat line from the movie too. You know, Hiya's doing some good shit. Kaiju loves their Godzilla figures, and they do. I totally want a Raul Julia action figure. See, I have good ideas sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. I hit the mark. I think the Hiya would kill that shit. 90s movie Bison from Hiya Toys. Listen, Hiya, call me. I got ideas. Jada, call me. I got ideas. Hasbro, call me. I got ideas. I got words in my head that I can tell you that you can use. You have to pay me, of course. You have to pay me like a finder's fee or a consulting fee, but call me. Go ahead and call me. Give me a coffee and call me. Please, live action Mortal Kombat line. Well, I would like one from the original movie, and I would like one from the new Mortal Kombat line as well, but not fucking McFarlane. God, not fucking McFarlane. All right, I think we nailed all the pre-orders. It's been, the end of the year is pretty light on toy news. Tekken figures, yeah. We need all of it, y'all. All the fighting games. No, Soul Calibur. We need fucking Soul Calibur figures. Storm Arena. Call me. I got ideas. You want me to spend money on a fighting game line? Call me. We can do Soul Calibur together. Give me Taki, Talim, Sofitia. Not Taki, yeah. Nightmare, Siegfried, Mitsurugi, Yoshimitsu. What is that? A Jose Canseco bat? Now I got a New York accent. I don't know what's going on. You said you play games. Any Warcraft? Have you seen any stuff of the Memory Toys is putting out? They're unlicensed. I know what you're talking about. So like that Warcraft orc. And I did play World of Warcraft back in the day. So it was right when Burning Crusades came out. Yeah, Burning Crusades. I had never played Warcraft, and I just dove in, and I got from level 1 to level 60 in about 2 weeks. And I just burnt out completely. I was like, I went to every area and did every quest that I could find. And I just got to 60, and then I burnt out and I never touched Warcraft again. I was like, I just bought all this shit and I didn't even play through Burning Crusades. But you know what? I can't dedicate this much of my life to this game. So I did play it, but that Many Toys orc looks pretty damn cool. Raphael quote. Hell yeah, best turtle, Raphael. Soul Calibur, now we talking. What's up, Cold Kid? I have McFarlane figures of Bloodsport, Peacemaker, Superman, and Guy Gardner. Those are decent figures. The new Peacemaker one looks pretty good, actually. I'll give McFarlane credit for that. Love the Wild Mighty stuff, but I am so far behind on that line. When my brother asked me how my day was, I usually answer, the grueling battle ended with the victory of Song Mina. Oh, Soul Calibur 2. God, I sunk so many fucking hours into that game. Didn't that one have a character creator too? I'm pretty sure I made like every character under the sun. Storm Arena definitely needs to fucking do Soul Calibur 2. If anybody needs to do Soul Calibur 2, it needs to be done by Storm Arena in that 1/12, actual 1/12 scale. And I will fucking gladly start giving Storm Arena money. I mean, I'm going to give him money for Darkstalkers, but there's only 3 characters that I would need. I'm not going to get the whole line. I just need Felicia, Morrigan, and then the mummy guy, whatever the fuck his name is, because those are in Marvel vs. Capcom. But if you want all my money for a whole fucking 2 years, Storm Arena, do the whole cast of Soul Calibur 2. I know you're bad at doing the whole... Call me. Just call me. We'll talk. We'll go ahead and talk, okay? Say hello to your mother for me. Vader, Yoda, and Starkiller. God, we need an updated fucking prequel Yoda that's not in a 2-pack so bad. So freaking bad. You know, y'all, I could do this. I could talk about shit all night. I could just go off and say things that we need and things that I want. But A, money is a finite resource. And B, we ain't got all night. I gotta work tomorrow. Y'all gotta work tomorrow. We got a holiday tomorrow. We got shit. Well, I hope that y'all don't have to work tomorrow. I hope y'all don't have to work tomorrow. I go in early, so it doesn't really matter to me. Before I go, let me get through the rest of these chats. I'm really bad at reading through all the chats, and I apologize, but I try to get out the comments where people are saying something or asking or engaging the most, and then, you know, I go through and read. I don't have a way, still haven't figured out how to just click a chat and pull it up and have it show up on my screen. That's why I have the little chat bar here. So, you know, I'm opening up my Scar Legends figure on my lunch break. I'm advent calendaring every Wednesday and Saturday until the 13th. Then I'm opening one a day till Christmas. Matt, how much fucking shit do you have? How much do you buy? That's a lot of toys to open in a month. I'm jealous. I would love Arena Soul Calibur figs. Yeah, sneaky, me too. I that's my best idea ever. Mine's not the new Peacemaker, it's the one from the Suicide Squad. That one's decent too. I'm just saying, like, that new one, other than having like a static. So Hasbro did it once again. They already made an Eagle figure with articulation, but having a statue of Eagly, it's whatever. It's par for the course for McFarlane. But the head sculpt for John Cena looks good. It looks like John Cena. Soul Calibur for 3, I think, had carried creation, and again in Soul Calibur 4, we need Soul Calibur. We definitely need Soul Calibur. Oh shit, they put Geralt in Soul Calibur 5, and I didn't know that. Yeah, Link was in Soul Calibur 2. I definitely played with Link a lot in Soul Calibur 2. 4 had created character. I made so many. I did 2. Okay, so it wasn't 2. It was 3 and 4. But still, character creators are always fun. You need the cap clip. I can do this all day. I do need that clip, Dan. I do. There's a lot of things I need. All right, everybody. This was fun. I hit those points. I try to stick to it. It's a little bit harder when on, which is, it's still fun. Like doing the Rascal Roundup, which is gonna be next Saturday. We'll have another one with where it's open mic and people can pop in and say what they want. It's fun, but God, does it get chaotic sometimes. We'll be talking about one thing and next we'll be talking about, I don't know, anything else other than that. But it's fine. It's a lot of fun. I appreciate when everyone comes in, and it's nice seeing new faces, old faces, all that stuff. This is my bread and butter when it comes to live streams. This is what I'm best at. Just sitting here and spewing my mouth off for an hour and a half or whatever. So I appreciate y'all tolerating me. I appreciate everyone showing up. It was a lot of fun. We had some great ideas, the things we'd like to see. And we talked about some toys, and that's the bread and butter of this channel, like I said. So yeah, with all that being said, keep your head up, stay brave, be kind to your local LGBTQ community. If you're protesting, be safe. What else do I say usually? I don't remember. I love y'all. I'll see you next time. Have a good holiday tomorrow, and bye-bye.
My safe word will be whiskey.
Sorry, Rod, what was that?
Whiskey.
Your friend's wasted, Anakin.
Check this out!
Pork chop sandwiches!
Freaking pump! I've been drinking green tea all goddamn day!
Oh, man, he hit his ass with a parking towel, man. Nice.
God, I go to church every goddamn Sunday. You gonna bring the demons out of me?
No matter what you do, I will be proud of you, even if you receive a liberal arts degree. Baby time. It's baby time. Wait, I wasn't finished.
All right, give him the stick. Don't give him the stick.
You know my dad?
Oh, G.I. Joe!
What the fuck? This is my hat now. This is totally my hat.